a jam down state. Yeah, Jamaican State of Mind.
Welcome to Jamaican State of Mind podcast, the first one of 2020 vision, as them say. And I mean, Happy New Year's to everybody out there. Hope you all had a great vacation if you had it. But at least enjoy the holiday, the Christmas, spend some time with the family, eat some good food. You know the thing already. You know what I mean? I said this year is the start of a new decade, as them say, in 2020. And we just are going to make it a great one. I mean, 2019 done and gone. So all the issue and problem, we just are going to leave it there. And we are going to start off this year great. I mean, hopefully you plant some seed last year. And it are going to blossom this year, some great things, And if not, plant them now. So the next decade can be a great one for you. Alright, so this episode today, I just me alone there. So I'm not going to stay too long, we don't know. But, I just want to give thanks for everything with the podcast so far, for all the little people who have been listening, supporting it. And, really appreciate it. Just continue to support the thing. We know we've not been consistent all the time with episode, but trust me, we are trying our best. I try our best to get it out. No excuse. But, we are going to make sure we do better. Because, people want us to be more consistent when we put out them episode here. And, one of the things I was thinking of, through me and Carter, we typically do episode them is that, we live in a two different state more time and him travel and them thing there for work. And so sometimes forget the scheduling is kind of difficult. But, we are going to make some things happen. And even between time, when I have time, might to do some like a short episode, discuss some current events, the geopolitics. Cause a long time I not talk about politics and, some people want me to get back into it. But, I just been giving politics a little break. But we are going to get back into it in a little. But, yeah, before me even get all the way there. But, yeah, what we are going to try to do, like, within, some down week, when we don't get some time, I'm going to try to put out maybe some of the short episode, talk about some current things, no more than, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, discuss some things. And like I said, if you guys have like I always said, if you guys have an idea, any topic you want to discuss, you can always send it in. If it's something you want, hear my opinion on it, always can, reach out. We have the website, you can reach us there. You have the Instagram, JSM Podcast, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. You can just send us a DM, you can even click the links in an email, all of that stuff, and, we go over them stuff there too. But, I try to put out some short episode about, certain thoughts I have and some things, as you can see last year, we never really discussed, no, I don't think we discussed no politics at all, or we might got a little bit, but we not really get into it a lot, because really and truly, I kind of give politics a break because it kind of reach a ridiculous point where, I gotta talk about, the New Year's present what we get this year, where, man, I'm talk about World War III thing, but before me get this, is that, when you watch the news and them thing, there's like, you can't get a real idea and opinion what people think. Everybody, you hear what people think, but you not really get the facts, and it's like, everybody have this hysterical way of discussing things and kind of get overwhelming, especially with chum, and kind of get annoying. So what I've been doing last year is that instead of watching news and them thing, I read more articles, and sometimes articles can be, same little thing, but, when you read an article, and stuff like that is, then give you get more in depth sometime, and a particular issue. Then you can have on the news and them thing, there are four people attack over each other. Everybody try to get a sound bite. Nobody not really try, make them not talk about the truth, I talk about facts. Everybody just try to get this tick for tack thing, So, it's kind of give that a break and more on a low end, just get the facts straight and all of them thing there, read different articles and, from different publication and stuff like that. You know what I mean? At least stay up to date. But not really like that because, it'll get overwhelming and too much. And people will get really, really annoying. You know what I mean? Is either it all in for Trump or is Trump always wrong? You know what I mean? I'm more, and I agree with them. I don't agree with the majority of stuff him say, but, we look pan thing pan it entirety, right? Any situation it is. Because it's politics. Politics are politics. You're not going to agree with everybody and everything. And you have to look upon things by the entire. So even when people talk about like, even with immigration and them thing, there's like, at least the wall of the bar and all of that crap and people is on either far left or far right in the situation. Sometimes you have to take back and come in at the middle of things and kind of see like, what's the issue there? What one side saying, what the other side saying, and you can come to some former objective conclusion in the middle. And that's what I try to do when it comes to politics. You know what I mean? And, I try to get out of the rat race, squirrel type of mentality, all of that things, But, yeah, but not for even dwell too long that, but, so we get a little more into it, because, my interest lies all over. You know what I mean? I've been in I love politics, geopolitics, global issue, stuff like that. That's where one of my interests is. But also, from the other day, I've just been in this science. Been a lot of books we talk about science, especially, like things about evolution, creation, like, about space, astrology, all of that thing. You know what I mean? I've been like really, really, really into it lately. Like it's something always have interest in stuff like that. But from late I've just been back to back, books, audio book and stuff like that. Podcasts, listening to, you know what I mean? It's things like that. Can I give you a whole perspective on things, you know what I mean? And the entirety of the world. The solar system, the universe, all things created. You get an understanding of all scientists thing, people we call them, all of them people who study physics and, back in the days and, it just, when people used to come up with certain calculation or certain formula or certain things started or certain things get invented. Based off them going one direction here and then it lead to something here and, bring us here. So, you know what I mean? So I think people, if you get a chance, just start get more into, read up stuff like that, Neil deGrasse Tyson have a couple books out there that I listen to. You have a book I'm into right now called The Short History of Everything. I think by Bill Bryson, something like that. Pretty decent book too. You know what I mean? Like, read stuff like that. It help your mind be active, think outside of the box, be objective about certain things and just understand, how certain things work. So you won't be not lost, but, you know what I mean? You can have more objective conversation and things, you know what I mean? And don't be a sheep to everything. Yeah? Yes, so I know the new year start off with a bang. Literally a bang. The US started off strong. Trump, killed one of the Iran general them. And, I mean, for reasoning, listen, them have them thing going on. And the thing which drive me kind of crazy with me is that, a lot of people taking them things as a joke on social media. Like, this is some serious issue. It have serious consequences on both sides. And a lot of shit can happen where it will, it may not affect you personally, but it might affect people you love. It might affect the economy. And that economy, if you're not on the part where supply the weapon and stuff like that have to do with war, you're not gonna make no money. You know what I mean? And because when people say, oh, World War III, like people forget the war in the Middle East have never stopped. You know what I mean? It has never stopped. Like from Bush, Obama, now Trump, that war have never stopped. America been in Afghanistan over what? 17, 18 years, something like that, some ridiculous years. Yeah, some ridiculous years. They've been in Afghanistan. And, they've been in Iraq, Syria, Libya, a lot of Northeast Africa area they've been in. So, so the war has never stopped. That it been going on. It's just that the news don't highlight it like them used to, unless something big like this go on. American troops never stop dying. You know what I mean? They only report when, say, a large majority of American troops die. You see that in the news. But, yeah, the war never stops. So, it's not a situation where, American, nothing never go on and then this story up some things. It been going on. It been a situation between America and Iran since ever. This going on for years. And Iran don't like Israel. Iran don't like Saudi Arabia, and America back Israel and Saudi Arabia. So a lot of geopolitics is been going on. The war going on in Libya right now with the militias them, one and Saudi. Saudi are back one, Iran are back one. So you have them little proxy war been going on. And America supply Saudi Arabia with weapon. Same thing in Syria. So all of them things have been going on. It's just that people no pay attention to them things. So them get uproar when they see things going on in news. And some people make the memes and make joke out of it. Them things are not joke. I understand that's just the culture we're living right now. And people, we make fun of everything, But there's a lot of serious consequences that's going on. What went on in even Iraq was crazy. If war going on with Iran is a bigger country, more people, more sophisticated, have more tentacles around the world, more regional allies than, say, Iraq had. So it's not just say America have the biggest military in the world, period. Next 7 countries combined, they can't come close to the money where America spend in the military, right? So when you talk about military might, when I say America is the biggest, period, no question. But what people forget, war in the Middle East with them country here is not the typical like World War I and II back in the days where you know exactly who the enemy is. War in them situation now is different. There's a lot of proxy war, a lot of middleman war, where some of them people them not care. Let me die for any cause. Let me die for them cause. So it's a situation where we over here and we can get and I make fun of it while you have troops that go off over there for fight unnecessary war again. If it escalated further. Shit can happen over here as well. So this is when when they talk about the type of politician, the type of president, the type of people who know how to angle a situation without it getting hostile to this level. Them that the type of people we need. Because it's like, America, we already know America have the power and the means to defeat any country if it come to that. But what the cost? What it gonna cost? How much life it gonna cost? So that's what we need to think about. Let's say if you have the right people in power. But end of the day, it is what it is right now. Just hopefully it de-escalate before it escalate. And we can really want to spend too much time talking about it because it is just my last thought on that. It's a point where Alright, the world you come together to slow down Iran from making a nuclear weapon, right? That's what the deal, the agreement was, right? And now I think Iran put out some reports that they're going to stop that. They might just go ahead and do them thing. So the option are going left either Israel or America for to attack Iran to stop them from creating that. And it's like when you have nuclear weapon, it bolster you. It's like you're the big dog. People have to have conversation with you. Like it's like nobody don't like North Korea, but you still have to deal with North Korea because them have the weapon. So you have to kind of you know what I mean? It's one of them things there. It's like, you have to let them come at the table if you have a conversation, even if you don't want to. So one of the things is, so the superpower, them don't like other country get that capability. So them are just try to stop other country from capability. And then, nuclear weapon need to get rid of anyway, because that's something that it doesn't matter where you are. That's what people, if you're supposed to have some nuclear war going on and country, it doesn't matter where you at. It are gonna affect you. It doesn't, it doesn't affect just the area. Remember, what happened in Japan way back in the 30s or 40s, whatever, I forgot, World War II. They have weapons 100 times stronger than that. And right now, if something happens between any of the nation them have nuclear, the residue are gonna affect the globe, not just the area. So it's a serious matter. And it sucks that they have all of them superpower. We just hold the hand and can't hold the damn world hostage when them have them own tender tantrum and problem going on. But yeah, man. So will people stay more focused on that? Don't take the thing for a joke. There's consequences to the thing, And yeah, see, that's what I really like. Go too far up in the politics. Can you see me go on and on and on and on? You know what I mean about it. But things that I say been going on for years, decades. There's never been a decade America wasn't at war with somebody. Never. From the creation of this country over 200 years ago, America always have something going on with another nation. There's never been just a straight decade. There's one president at one term without firing a shot, and that was Jimmy Carter, and they give him one term. They never like him. You know what I mean? So this is America. You know what I mean? Everything is the big bad man in the thing, and also it's all have to do with money, because America is a country where in a lot of them states also there's a lot of military job. So they build stuff, military place. So that's why the military budget is so big too. Is that it's a job program in a lot of states. So you're not gonna really get politicians fight against the military complex, because majority of the time them state benefit from it. Majority of the military are the biggest hiring and the biggest workforce in some of them people at state and town. You know what I mean? And then you have them big men up on Wall Street like Boeing and them company who make crazy money in a wartime. I'll burn all of these companies, because even the CEO for Boeing, them have a record in a verse saying if the still the thing, all of the chaos and craziness still going on in the Middle East, if the war and all of that still going on in the Middle East, them see a profitable future. Because all of them make money. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people understand. Sometimes it's about money, and then people who, the big league, them make the money while we are struggle and are suffer. So yeah, people, it's all about money. You know what I mean? And money, I'm gonna show them strength and power. You know what I mean? So yeah, so like I said, this year we'll get more into discussing certain more issue. I mean, because I know man Carter, I'm not really in a politics like that, like how me in a politics. So me try to get some of my thoughts about them stuff there. You know what I mean? Out on a regular. So now we can be a little more, consistent. And not just politics, but anything, you know what I mean? About life in general, you know what I mean? So we definitely work on that. Get them stuff there out, But yeah, we want to get, and also what I wanna talk about too. Some things that are going on in Jamaica as well. I mean, and we have some episode where I think about for do. When we get into like, the cultural conditioning and stuff like that, like, stuff where we were brought up and I think is norm, and how the struggle of how we have to try to change that as an adult now, so we don't pass on some of them, thought process and mentality, or we think about stuff to our, children, so affect that, basically breaking the cycle of a lot of the stuff them where we learn growing up, And so, like what we talk about in our episode, we talk about like even the artists them, most of them might get married, and Jamaican artists them might get married, and that man them might push them one woman thing where, which is good, because back in the days that was a no. So we talk about that one of the episode them, culture shift. So go check that out as well. And also what I want to do as well, the last episode of 2019 was with me and Khalid Wanda from Reggae Lover Podcast and Islander Son. In guest host with me, and I wonder we talk about the state of reggae and all of that. Cause them theme podcast is mostly about reggae music and the culture and all of that stuff. So it was good to have him on, and it was a good conversation. Very good topic. So going forward to might have a little more of them type of, try get some more people on. If you have different point of view as well. Either, just people in our life, friends, whosoever, and talk about some of the topic. One topic we know. We're gonna do a part 2 to who run the house. The episode there, one day we get crazy feedback, especially from the woman them. So we need a part 2. So we definitely are gonna do a part 2. We have it something we talk about, but before we encounter that part 2, then we definitely have to have a female point of view on it, which we definitely are gonna do that before, So we're gonna get that done soon. We don't know when we're going to plan that yet, but we definitely get it done this year, and we definitely have a female point of view on it. So you're not going to have those two men talk about things, and I know some of the female have a lot to say, you know what I mean? Because we got a couple DMs and text message and phone call about it. And surprisingly, there wasn't a lot of disagreement. You could have maybe nitpick some of the disagreement, but it wasn't a lot. So I guess we did a pretty good job kind of keeping it balanced and objective, So we don't see bias, but, so that's good. But definitely, we're going to definitely do one with a female point of view on it as well. When we're ready to do that next episode there. Yeah. Let's see if we get anything else. Yeah. And there's a lot of growth and changes coming to the podcast, and I ask people, just want to be patient. Most of them have been patient as well, but we are learning at this go. We are learning on the go, and for myself, when I started this podcast, it was just like a bunch of YouTube video and reading up on some stuff. How to do this, how to do that. I never done like audio editing and all of them things there. So so I learn as you go, and then I can maybe even hear like some of the first audio, them horrible, and then, it get better. I'm not perfect yet, still learning, you know what I mean? But I think the last couple edit them was much better. I know some people say me hear it like on one side and the other side, so I never know when me add them. I have to make sure I balance the left and right, and you know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff, when you do it by yourself, you learn as you go, even building a website, you know what I mean? I did all of that, you know, learn as you go already with the WordPress, how to do all of that. So it was, you know, so like me always a big supporter, you know. Yeah, YouTube University can teach you anything. So that's what I use. You know what I mean? I think so far so good. So far so good. So, you know what I mean, going forward, I don't know, we're gonna try improve on a lot more things. You know what I mean? Would I love to do podcasts with the videoing and all of that, but you know what I mean, I have to figure that part out, because if we can't do it locally, like, you know, the person here with you, you know, the thing when I do it with like Skype and them thing, the audio is not that great. So I have to find a way around it where if you're going to do video with good video quality and then with the audio, I have to figure all of that stuff out. Because, you know, so we can maybe put it up on YouTube and them thing there. But right now, the audio thing going good. You know what I mean? We have a lot of listeners, you know, across the US, the world. Big up on yourself, a lot in Africa, the continent, the motherland, different countries throughout. And, you know what I mean? So, you know, US here, give, you know, big up to all the people them up north, up in the New York, the Carolinas, them, Cali, the Florida, all over, you know, of course, Atlanta, big up, you know, people that check it out and support it. So, we are going to continue to push out the content. And, you know, people, like I said, feedback always welcome. Always want to hear an opinion, getting a feedback on how, you know, how the podcast is going, what we can improve on. And if you like it, make sure to rate us. And the Apple, you know, the Apple, the Google Play, we're on Spotify, the give us the thumbs up on the Pandora. We're on iHeart Radio. You know what I mean? We basically everywhere you can listen podcast. So if you're listening and I like it, just give us our ratings, you know. And you know what I mean? We open up for improvement. Cause like I said, this is not going to year 2020. That makes beginning of year 3. Yeah, this will be the 3rd year for us. And doing this podcast when I started the first time. You know what I mean? Didn't have a lot of episodes out. Second time we got a few episodes. So this year, definitely want to double up on what we did last year. That's the goal. Double up on the amount of episodes we put out for last year. And so we can definitely keep it consistent and keep it going. You know what I mean? Like I said, we have a lot of good subject topic we have in store. You know what I mean? Might get talk about even a little bit, get into personal life or certain things, you know, or dealt with certain things here in America, and even on a relationship level, might get into that a little. So, when you stay tuned, you know what I mean? Stay tuned to it, to the podcast, and it will definitely worthwhile. You know what I mean? So, like I said, this one I'm not gonna stay too long with it. It was a little thought, a little infomercial about the thing what coming up with the podcast. And, you know what I mean, we're not going to really tie too long on it. You know what I mean? Get back in a little politics, people who want to hear my point of view for stuff. You know, the election of this year and them thing there in America. So, don't know me, I give my little 2 cents and what go on. And all of that. You know, just last thing, Democratic, them soft, though. Them soft. It's a soft bunch of people, boy. I don't know them are going to deal with the Teflon Dan, you know. So I call him, you know, because anything touch them, man, they just bounce off. You see me I say? So I don't know how are going to deal with it, the thing proper. All the man, them just look soft. Them not talk them mind. You know what I mean? Everybody I try play this, you know, weird game. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, we see how the thing go. You know what I mean? Because if you not be careful, Danny going to have another friggin' 4 years and then people are going to freak out. Impeachment not going to do nothing. You know what I mean? It just stayed for the record, say the boss man was impeached, but, you know, we know the Senate not going to do nothing. We know him now come out of the office. It was just, you know, You know, Bill Clinton was impeached, but Bill Clinton did 8 years. You know what I mean? So, impeachment don't really do nothing to the people. You know what I mean? You kind of satisfy a few people. But like I tell people, the majority do not care. You know what I mean? And one thing I want to get into is like, you know, you meet you know, I've met so many different people, have conversations with so many people, and it's that majority of people do not care about the crap that people where most of us care about. Or I would say most of the people up on the east, on the coast, them east and west coast care about. Majority of the people do not care. Majority of people care about simple shit like healthcare, money, and immigration, economics. Immigration is a big thing, and like, you know, even people from the Democrat like don't like to talk about it, but it's a big issue amongst people. You know what I mean? Because we look from the point of view, even myself, I'm an immigrant, come to this country, and you know, we talk about a little bit about that on an episode, but at the same time is that while going at the border and them thing there, it affect a lot of people. You know what I mean? And we have to be realistic in the approach. And we can't be too emotional with the approach. Is where what Trump do is not the solution, but there need to be some solution, because, like I said, majority of people in this country have an issue with it, and it's an issue we have to be dealt with some way or the other. You know what I mean? So on the next episode, we get more into that when I talk about, because I don't know me, I'm going to tell you, say, immigrant build this country, but at the same time, we have to be somewhat realistic with the issues that's going on, and also the approach and our way to deal with those issues. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So this, like I said, first episode of the year, and just me alone. Next one, we're going to make sure I say, Boy Carter find time for bless the platform, so we can have a, you know, good one, a good topic, good start, two of us for this year. You know what I mean? So it's another episode of Jamaican State of Mind podcast. Happy New Year's again. And like I said, people, plant the seed from now. All right? Put a long-term plan in effect. Quickness, a quick turnaround, not gonna happen. So you have to plant the seed and just work towards it and watch it grow. Whatever you go through right now, everything is temporary. It's temporary, you know what I mean? So check us out on all platforms, JSM Podcasts, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, JamaicanStateOfMind.com. Subscribe, like, share, and continue to support the podcast. Really appreciate it. All right? Till next time.